Hello everybody. Welcome to Factheist. Today's episode is about CTE, aka chronic traumatic encephalopathy. But first, meet little Timmy. Little Timmy suffers from a very rare condition and his life is really difficult. If we get enough likes for this video, we will be able to send little Timmy to the university of his choice to pursue his dream of becoming a surgeon. Say hello, Timmy. So let's go back to today's topic, CTE. So what is it about? Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a serious neurodegenerative disease and a consequence of repeated head traumas and diffused brain injuries like concussions. Those repetitive head blows are common amongst high-impact contact sports such as boxing, American football, soccer, wrestling or MMA. If you don't know what is a concussion or a neuron, you should watch our video about it first. Link up there, or in the description below. CTE or dementia pugilistica, because yes, it's a dementia.
Fake, disgusting news.
Was officially discovered in 2005 by this dude.
Wilhelm Schmidt.
Nein.
No, this dude, Dr. Bennett O'Malley. Concussion is an acute event, but CTE, in contrast, is a progressive disorder, as concussions can lead to long-term brain deficits and cognitive impairment.
My IQ is 199 for crying out loud. 198, 197.
Symptoms of CTE appear years to decades after exposure to repetitive head blows, concussion or any traumatic brain injuries, and can be cognitive like concentration, focus, memory loss, poor decision-making, impaired judgment. Symptoms can also be of psychiatric type like depression, explosive temper, alcohol and drugs addiction, aggressive and impulsive behavior, mood swings.
Mood swings? Mood swings. Mood swings!
A 3 times increased rate of suicidality and control inhibition. The more concussed people are, the more likely they are to engage in socially inappropriate behavior. Physical symptoms may also occur like slow movements, stiff movements, tremors like Parkinson's, headaches, muscles weakness, impaired gait, dizziness. The first physical manifestation of CTE is a reduction in brain weight, starting with the frontal cortex, progressing to brain stem and cerebellum, and then atrophies of the temporal lobe and hippocampus, with an overall ventricle enlargement. But how and why?
I'm glad you asked that.
Here's the axon of the neuron. It contains little tube-like paths smartly called microtubules binded together by the tau protein, forming the cytoskeleton. When the axon endures shock waves, they elongate, stretches or breaks. Then tau proteins are released in the surrounding brain tissues. Those tau proteins then build up into clumps or neurofibrillary tangles, just like, wait for it, for Alzheimer's disease. When those repetitive shocks happen, frontier between blood flow and brain matter, the blood-brain barrier is disrupted, letting antibodies enter and attack healthy neurons which were supposed to be protected, therefore resulting in shrinkage of brain matter while driving into a form of dementia. A study on more than 20,000 people with concussion history showed that, on the average, the number of time they have been concussed is related to how poorly they perform on cognitive tasks like deduction, reasoning, problem-solving, planning and memory. Genetics and age of exposure can play a role too. Helmets, contrary to popular belief, only protects you from head wounds and cracking your skull, but won't prevent your brain from rattling like this. More bad news is that the diagnosis is post-mortem only. As always, don't forget that more research is needed. And that's it for this episode of Factheist. We hope you've enjoyed it.
No logical person would consider a show like this unless they had some sort of a mental or moral defect.
This CTE topic will continue on our next episode, a skateboarding special, so be sure to check it. But for now...
Shake it.